walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. Now when you see that gal of mine, tell her if you please. When she goes, make a friend to roll her dirty sleeve. Walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. Pain in my finger, pain in my toe, pain in my ankle bone, ain't gonna work no more. Walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. Bake them biscuits, baby, bake them good and brown. When I eat my breakfast, I'm Alabama bound. Walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep. Well, yonder comes my baby, how do you think I know? Tell the guy his golden curls hanging down so low. Walking in my sleep, babe, walking in my sleep. Up and down that Dixie line, walking in my sleep.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Everybody have a good morning? All right. Well, we're so glad you're here. We hope you've ate lunch. If you haven't eaten already, make sure to go back and get your lunch. Students, please put your instruments away. We're going to get started here with our first concert of the week. We've got a stellar lineup of folks coming to perform and talk to y'all all week, but we always want to showcase all of our instructors too. We're so lucky and blessed to have so many talented folks who come and spend the week with us. And so you're going to get to hear a sample of some of their music throughout the afternoon, because most of the time you're just hearing them play Bile Them Cabbage Down over and over and over. And they can play more than that. So we're going to get them to play a little bit for you this afternoon. A couple of announcements before we get started. Instructors, make sure that you give Lori or Lee your roster from this morning. You need to bring your roster every day, checking off who's attending, and make sure you give that to them before the end of the afternoon. Just a reminder that we're in this building for the rest of the day, so workshops will be in here. I'll announce the workshop rooms at the end of the concert, and everybody, particularly if you're under 18, you need to go to a workshop for the afternoon, even if you just sit quietly and listen. And then at 3 o'clock, everybody's picked up upstairs again, so don't go back to your original building, get picked up out front. And I've brought my good friend, Dr. Amy Greer, up here. She works with the Mountain Empire Community College Foundation office because we want to say a quick thank you and make note of some of the folks who helped make Mountain Music School possible. This project started 20 years ago with Suella Boatwright Wells, who served as the Dean of Workforce and Development here. And along with our good friend Ron Short, a local musician and storyteller and actor, they really saw a need to teach traditional music, old-time music, music from Southwest Virginia to another generation. There were fewer and fewer young people playing music from the mountains, and so they set out together to create this program. And one of the elements that they wanted to make sure happen was that it was accessible, because even people, regardless of where you live, sometimes people have access. Some people have a hard time accessing their own culture due to all sorts of different restraints, particularly financial restraints. And so one of the goals of Mountain Music School has been to be accessible to all people. And that does not happen with magic, unfortunately. I wish it did. It happens with magical people, though, that have helped support us for the last 20 years. And so we want to make note of a few of those folks. We want to say a special thank you to the Slimp Foundation, who has been supporting us for several years now. And I especially want to point out my good friend, Mr. Bob Mars, is here. Bob's sister, Ann, took classes. She attended Mountain Music School and took classes here during the semester and was a very good and close friend of mine who unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. But her memory and legacy lives on. Bob started an endowed scholarship here at the college that supports not only students coming to take class here, but can support their travel as well if they're coming from outside the region. And so we have a couple of recipients of that in the room, and we want to thank Bob for his generous support of the college and for helping honor his sister's memory.
Let's see, are the Nickerson kids here? And Arlie Lawson, they're the recipients of the Anne Hathaway Mars Scholarship, so congratulations.
Yeah. You want to make note of the other folks?
Other folks that are supporting our effort this week, the Burdett family, specifically Joe Burdett. He gives a very generous gift. Mr. Burdett's family was originally from Appalachia, Virginia, and he lives in Florida. Doesn't get up here very often, but believes in our community, wants to have good things here. So his support often enables us to pay for the full tuition for every student under 18 that comes to Mountain Music School. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
And we want to bring a couple of special guests up to the stage. Recently, over the last couple of years, we've had folks working so hard to honor the memory of our good friend and former instructor Chris Rose, who was just instrumental in the music program here at Mountain Empire Community College and at UVA-Wise. Chris was a friend to so many people. He was a teacher who shared his talents with so many people, including myself. He was my first guitar teacher, and I know so many of us really miss Chris and his presence here. He always had a smile on his face and was always ready to play and share in the fun that is music. And so Wendy and Roger and several folks from the community have been working so hard to raise some scholarship funds in his honor. And so I'll let you talk a little bit about that and tell us what you have here.
Thank you. So it is, we are the Chris Rose Scholarship Foundation, and it is Roger Bays, Joey O'Quinn, Jim Terrell, and Les Bailey, and myself. They're the geniuses, I'm the worker bee. And so we have done 2 years in a row a fundraiser out in the community. This year we're expanding, and there's going to be a second fundraiser this year. So watch for that news. And we are, for the second time, making a presentation, a very small contribution that goes with all of those things previously listed. So we're honored to be part of the community that supports Mountain Music School. Who gets the money?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on, Wendy. What a great job I have. I get to hold up checks. That's awesome. One more, donor that I wanted to mention, the family of Linda Conkin. Linda just recently passed away, and her family wanted to honor her appreciation for music by also contributing to Mountain Music School. So if there's anyone from the Conkin family, want to thank them for their support as well. And folks, just from Mountain Empire, we're so happy to have you here. This is the best week of the year for us, really. Some of my favorite people are in this room, and I know you're going to have a great time. You wouldn't be here if you weren't, right? So I want to hear some good music playing by Friday. You'll get there, I promise. But thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting our college and this wonderful program.
Thank you, Amy. Well, thank you, Amy. We have so many other folks to thank throughout the week. There's so many people who work hard all year long, all behind the scenes to make this possible, and we'll make sure that all those folks get recognition. And also want to say a special thank you to all the ladies serving lunch, and to Lee and Lori and all of their staff for all the work that they've done today and all year long. So we're going to go ahead and get the music started here, though. And like I said, we're going to showcase our staff. And Todd is here to announce that. He's got the list, so I'm going to hand it over to him.
All right, y'all can go ahead and make your way up here. All right, so like Tyler said, you've got a great group of instructors, and we want to showcase them today. So they've put together little ensembles, little bands. I'm sure they're available for booking if you want that. But first up, we're going to have Joy, Madison, Claire, Corey, and Heather. And Jamie. Jamie, you'll probably see her a lot.
We'll get in position here. But yeah, I say every year that in Big Stone Gap, we have 2 Christmases, one then the regular one, and then Mountain Music School. Of course, that makes Todd and Tyler Santa Claus every year. But anyway, we're going to start off with a song that I'm going to sing, but it's because my father, he was a 20-year military man, and when he was in service over in Europe, he played in a hillbilly band, and he always tells a story that they let him lead on a couple of songs, and this is one of them, Thinking, of course, the classic Carter family song, Thinking Tonight of My Blue Eyes. So, Corey. It'd been better for us both had we never, in this wide, wicked world, had never met. But the love that we once shared together, it's a love that I'll never forget. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, who is sailing far over the sea. And I'm thinking tonight of her only, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Well, you told me once, dear, that you loved me, and you said that we never would part. But a link in that chain has been broken, leaving me with a sad, aching heart. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, who is sailing far over the sea. And I'm thinking tonight of her only, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. that cold, dark grave does surround me, would you visit and shed but one tear, and tell all of the strangers around me that a heart you have broken lies here? Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue line, who is sailing far over the sea. And I'm thinking tonight of her only, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Play it out. Thank you, girls. I'm gonna step back. So you introduce the next song.
All right. We're going to do a little fiddle tune called Whiskey Before Breakfast for you.
Now, my sister, and we do have different last names, so I do want to point out we are sisters. So we're going to sing you Sitting on Top of the World. Was in the spring, a sunny day. My sweetheart left me, oh, she went away. And now she's gone, and
to finish off with a little bit of Soldier's Joy. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right, great. That was good. Thanks for kicking us off there. So next we're going to have Richard, Roger, and Chad come up and play you a tune. Yeah. This is Chad's first time here, so be nice to him now. Show off. All right. How about it?
Is this okay? You see my chords here? Okay. Which one you want to do first? Which one you want to do first? Up to you. Freight train. Okay. Okay, so we're, as he said, Richard, Roger, and Chad. I'm Richard. It's Roger. This is Chad. And we're going to do start out with a little song here. This was supposedly written by, this was written by Elizabeth Cotton, supposedly in her early teens. And her connection here was she's the one that taught Dale Jett how to play left-handed guitar. So that's kind of a
right-handed guitar upside down.
yeah, right-handed guitar upside down.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play our guitars right side up. It's a song called Freight Train. 1, 2, 3, 4. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. Please don't tell the train, baby, they won't know I'm when I think won't you bury me deep down at the end of Chestnut Street. Tell them that I've just gone off to sleep.
All right, we're going to do a little Carter family tune here called Bear Creek Blues, and we've modified it just a little bit. As you know, A.P. Carter liked to go out and gather songs. Not steal songs, so gathered them. And so this is one that he probably appropriated some from a guy named Blind Lemon Jefferson called Bear Creek Blues.
You do it in G, right?
Why?
G.
Huh?
G.
G, we do it in G, right? That's what you get Benjamin, right? Up on Bear Creek, watching the sun go down. But I'm up on Bear Creek, watching that sun go down. Feel like I'm down to my last round. Water on Bear Creek tastes like cherry wine. Good Lord, water on Bear Creek tastes just like cherry wine. So I'm drinking that water, you'll drink it all the time. Live on Bear Creek, start acting just like Jesse James. Oh, you live on Bear Creek, start acting just like Jesse James. You'll get you 2 pistols and rob that Bear Creek tree. Hey, Chad. I'm up on Bear Creek, watching that sun go down. I'm up on Bear Creek, watching that sun go down. And I'm feeling just like down to my last round. Well, then Chad's going to do a little song for us. It's called, what's it called?
Foggy Mountain Break.
Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you. Y'all too.
All right.
We'll invite our good friend Ann Lowe up, and she's got a couple of different dulcimers here she'll tell us about.
Thank you, guys. This is a very special dulcimer, a Galax dulcimer made by Jacob Ray Melton. His father, Jacob Melton, had made him for years in the Galax area, and if I know correctly, the Melton family had been making this very distinctive shape and tuning dulcimer for probably over 100 years. And it's really a cool sound, and the tradition was to use a quill, for both a noter and the pick. So this is a real traditional style of playing, and it was only used with a noter, which made the notes. And another distinctive sound is all the strings are tuned to D. So you've got this really high pinging, I guess that's going to pick up, yes. It's not a very loud instrument, so we hope it picks up. I'm going to play one of my favorite waltzes for you, an old-time waltz called the Peekaboo Waltz. I like this because it reminds me of when I played peekaboo with my kids when they were little. So here we go. Whoop, let me slide. My quill's getting a little raggedy. Anybody got any turkey feathers around? I need a couple more. But we're just going to play another wonderful old-time tune for you, Hangman's Reel. I hope. Anybody want to kick it off? No? We practiced for hours.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Ann. We're going to invite Danny Brassfield up here. Last year, I believe it was last year, made the first year that we offered the dobro, and glad to see some folks coming back and learning dobro. I think Martha's coming up, and Jeff are going to join us here. So. No.
Kind of good, y'all.
Thank you. You too.
That's a cool
You
tune.
want to sit down or you gonna stand?
No, if I sit down, it'll take me 3 hours to get back out
That's
of the chair.
understandable.
Go ahead and you get in a minute. I'll just look at you.
We've only got one song worked out. Danny said that's all he's got the wind for.
I will say one thing about this song. This song is a deep, dark song. It's about love gained, love lost, murder, handcuffs, alcohol, and rebates on new Chevrolets. It's called Wild Bill Jones.
Oh, no.
We ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Barely possible.
As I went down for to take a little stroll, I came across that Wild Bill Jones. He was a walking and a talking by my true lover's side. I begged him to leave her alone. He said my age is 21, too old to be controlled. Well, I drew my pistol from my side, and I destroyed that poor boy soon, Jeffrey. He reeled and he staggered and he fell to the ground. He gave one dying moan. He put his arms around my little girl's neck, saying, honey, won't you take me home? So put them handcuffs on me, boys, and lead me to that jailhouse gate. I have no friends or relations there, no one to go my bail. So pass around that old long neck bottle. We'll all go on a spree. For today was the last of that Wild Bill Jones. Tomorrow be the last of me. Thank you.
I never heard one thing about a Chevrolet.
Great job, y'all. Well, Todd and I will play a couple of tunes here. It's really hard to believe that this is the 20th year that we've hosted Mountain Music School at Mountain Empire Community College. I've been here for 19 of them, and Todd's been here for all 20, with the exception of COVID. And I really credit Mountain Music School with the start of my passion for music and Appalachian music and wanting to play banjo. I didn't really know much about banjo till I came up here, and I sat right out there, and Papa Joe Smitty used to come here and open up every year. He'd be the Monday morning or the Monday afternoon concert, and he would always sing this song and get the audience to sing along with him, so I thought we could do a little bit of it today in Papa Joe's memory, a little bit of Just a Bowl of Butter Beans. So the part we can all sing together sounds like this. Just a bowl of butter beans. Pass the cornbread if you please. I don't want no collard greens. Just a bowl of them good old butter beans. See if you can sing along. Well, it's just a bowl of butter beans. Well, pass the cornbread if you please. I don't want no collard greens. Just a bowl of them good old butter beans. Now red-eyed gravy, that's all right. A turnip sandwich, a delight. But my children all still scream for a bowl of them good old butter beans. Everybody sing. Just a bowl of butter beans. Well, pass the cornbread if you please. I don't want no collard greens. Just a bowl of them good old butter beans. And then Papa Joe always sang this verse, which made everybody laugh, including himself. So now see that lady over there, the one with the long golden hair. No, she's not pregnant as she seems. She just had a big old bowl of them butter beans. Sing along. Now just a bowl of butter beans. Well, pass the cornbread if you please. I don't want no collard greens. Just a bowl of them good old butter beans. Well, we'll play a little tune that Todd and I have been playing a lot here together. Once, at least once we played it once together. We've been practicing it a lot, but just separately, so we'll see how it works here. A little bit of Squirrel Hunters. This is a tune that comes out of western Pennsylvania and kind of the Ohio region, and it's not really about squirrel hunters. The tune comes from the Civil War era, and squirrel hunters was a term for Union soldiers that were hunting down Confederate soldiers in the field, so. Kick us off.
What's that?
I think Lucas Paisley is headed up here now. You stood up, Lucas, so that made me think you were ready. Lucas and Martha, I believe, and maybe Jamie, a couple more folks are going to come do a couple more songs, and then we'll wrap up the concert and get ready for afternoon workshops. Martha's going to be on this stage a couple of times this week. We're always really excited. For folks that don't know Martha, she's old-time royalty, if there is such a thing. She's part of the White Top Mountain Band, which is a legendary old-time string band from Grayson County, Virginia, that just celebrated their 50th anniversary of performing together. So it's Martha's family band, and they're going to be here on Wednesday. So.
We'll try you one here. We got any dancers today? Any dancers?
Oh, sure we do.
Oh, there's some dancers out there.
This is called I Ain't Gonna Work Tomorrow. I guess we will be.
It's all in one. It's all perception.
We'll get Lucas to do you one here, but yeah. Me and Jamie also playing the Blue Ridge Girls and Wonderland and this and that together. And Jamie's got her writes a lot of songs, and so does Lucas. And
I'm going to use Tyler's page too. I lost my strap.
I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who makes this week possible. It truly is the best. It's so much fun. And thank y'all so much for being here this week. Everybody give yourself a round of applause. It's awesome.
I think the three of us, we've got to tour around a bit together. And I think last year, around this, not too long, we were in Ireland. And you want to do that one, or are you going to do that one?
Sure, that sounds good. And folks, I just want to say how excited I am to be here as a teacher. I've been here before as a guest artist, and I always wanted to come and teach here, and I just feel so lucky to have been invited. So thank you all so much for having me. This is an Irish song that or an English song that my friend just loved, and he would always play it for me, but I never could get that Irish rhythm, and I needed an instrument that could sort of plow through the Irish rhythm and turn it into something old time, and I felt like the banjo was just the perfect sort of bulldozer instrument for that. So here's an Appalachianized version of a wonderful song called Bee Swing. I was 19 when I come to town. They called it the summer of love. They were burning babies, burning flags, and hawks against the doves. Got a job at the steamy way down on Cauldron Street. Fell in love with a laundry girl that was working next to me. Round hair zigzag across her face, look of half surprise, like a fox caught in headlights. There's animal in her eyes. She said, oh man, oh can't you see, I'm not the factory kind. If you don't get me out of here, I'll surely lose my mind. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, oh running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. We bust around the market towns, we pick fruit down in Kent. We get tanker pots and pans and knives wherever we went. Well, I said that we might settle down, get a few acres dug, fire burning in the hearth, and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, oh fully fed, that surely sounds like jail. You may be lord of half the world, but you won't own me as well. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow away. She was a lost child, oh running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. Last I heard she was living rough down on the Derby beat. White horse in her big pocket and a wolf found at her feet. They say she even married once to a man named Romney Brown, but even a gypsy caravan was too much settling down. They say her flowers faded, hard living and hard clothes. Maybe it's just the price you pay for the chains you refuse. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than words could ever say. If I could just taste all of her wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, if I could hold her in my arms today, then I wouldn't want her any other way.
Jamie, you want to come back here?
All right, we'll do a little string band. Maybe some folks will do some dancing here too. So.
I'll take my flip-flops off.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna play y'all old time tune. That's lots of tuning, but it's all right. You'll appreciate it in the long run. Probably, I'm sure they're gonna take some turns dancing. I see Jamie's already kicked her shoes off, so me? Nah. All right, if the feeling hits you, you stand up and dance, right? Ready?
We're having what's called a band meeting.
All right, here's one called Old Time John Henry.
Let me grab my paper. I'll tell everybody your workshop room real quick.
Well, thank you. I'll give all these instructors another big hand, please. They, like I say, they've put in a lot of time and effort and all these things, so.
Alrighty, here we go with workshops for the day. This is the last hour of the day, don't forget that. And before we break up, just a reminder that there's a jam tonight at the Big Stone Gap Visitor Center downtown, right in the middle of downtown, and it's open to everybody, beginner, advanced, everybody come. You can just come and hang out too, you don't have to come play. So today, out in the Commons area, just outside the doors, we're gonna have a dance workshop. The Slow Jam, hosted by Corey, is going to be in room 218. 218, everything's in this building. 218 for the Slow Jam with Corey. Blues guitar with Richard is going to be in 214. So 214 for blues guitar. And then Lucas is hosting a fiddle workshop in room 128. So one more time, dance is in the Commons area. Slow jam in room 218, blues guitar in 214, and regional fiddle styles with Lucas is going to be in room 128. So go forth and have fun.